What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. The Knights will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Got the back over the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. To the air. It's good. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the UCF Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So the timing on that throw and on the convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Pressure coming. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Dances away. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back. It's good. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So the offense will go for it around midfield. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's good. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Knights in the hurry up. They move the tight end all over. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking to throw, it's good. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's running in the open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Cradles it at the 35. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's looking for an open man on second down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a move! They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Punga. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's caught! Touchdown, UCF!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line. they'll give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Knights will have it 1st and 10.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Defense in press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's good. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a good move.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Punga. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He leaves it with his back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bears! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We Can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Dropping back, it's good. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Baylor 27. UCF 26.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Going up top on first down. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knights want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. No huddle offense to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Powers through the defender. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking for a man on second down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with... He'll off one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Baylor! What a catch and run for 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
34, UCF 29.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man down the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots there, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Knights are in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Gain of 2. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try the left side. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field. It's good. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 24 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just onto the net.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Bears! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Showing off the arms. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. He's back to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Aird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knights.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And he added the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell, saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run,
Lofts one deep down the right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I
this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football, and right now offensively they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side, and they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. It has been been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Trying to find his man on first down. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Comes out throwing on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Firing toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. They'll put the tight end in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Ball carried by the running back.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.